Please, this is how you should let Seppi out of a kennel every single time, right? So when you walk up to the kennel, ask her to sit. Even if she's already sitting, say it. Sit, and then mark yes. After you say yes, just open casually. And then make sure you hold on a few seconds to make sure she gets it. And then afterwards, you can free her. Good girl. All right, free. Yes, very good, very good. So when you do this, you realize that every time she comes out, she'll come straight to you and then sit down. That's a sign of submission. So practice this every single time you're bringing her out. So same thing, every time you're letting her inside the kennel, make sure you have her attention. Guide her to the kennel. Come. Guide her all the way to the gates. Good. Come. Come close. Good. Inside. And then point. Every time I ask her to go inside, I point, and then make sure that she goes inside, right? Never drag her into the kennel. If anything, if she hesitates, use her collar to just drag her towards the gates, and then you ask her to go inside like that. And every time you want her to come outside, you do it the way I showed you. Free. Yes. Good. Sit. Yes. So that is a demonstration of how well she's learned to respond to her sit and her stay. Whilst I come to adjust the camera. Even as I'm crouched, she is being obedient, and I'm about to explain something in a moment. Yes, very good. So teaching your dog commands is one thing, right? But then getting your dog to obey is a whole different ballgame. So that's what I want to come to first before we go into her commands. Now the obedience part comes from the relationship, and the relationship has to be intentional. It has to be a different kind of relationship from just a companion, a friend, someone who feeds your dog and whatnot. Hello, how are you? Hello. So you're going to want to be intentional about trying to do that through a simple method of taking your dog on walks. Take your dog on a walk with a good leash and a proper collar. Right now I'm using a prong collar on her. You can use a slip lead, or you can also get a prong collar. It's the best for a dog like a Boerboel who's going to grow big and strong. So you want to be able to manage her without struggling and get her used to that kind of behavior, being around you without struggle. And this is how you go about it. When you walk her, you want it to be a breeze when you correct her, because whenever you walk your dog, the corrections are what is going to set the relationship apart from every other kind of relationship. A walk without corrections is not going to be a relationship where she gets to see that you're a leader and a guide. So usually if you take a walk and then there are no distractions to force you to correct, you go to a place where there are distractions, take advantage of that, and then guide her. And the more you guide her, the more you make her feel secure and feel like you're a leader that she should follow and respect and look up to. It will reflect in every other aspect of your relationship. So with a good collar, it's easy to do that. You know, with a difficult collar, it can be a struggle and the whole relationship becomes a very uncomfortable one. But with a good collar, like a prong collar, you know, I can just subtly yank and then it sends different signals. So whenever I want her to catch up and she's lagging behind and I pop, she does the catching up herself. I don't need to drag her. When I need to change direction, I just pop. She does the rest of the work. So see that. Sit. Yes, very good. So with the walks, I recommend that you do walks at least twice a week, and it's going to give you the opportunity to work on that, right? That's where you build a relationship, and that's where every other thing will reflect better when you do, like the commands she's learned and everything. So we'll go into the commands one by one, but let me just demonstrate again how you should walk her properly whenever you step out so that you practice your walks properly. After you put your collar on Seppi, you want to make sure you are in a good start position like this before you set off. So the idea is when you're walking on the road, you are facing oncoming traffic, so you're on the left side of the road. So Seppi should be on your left, so you're between her and the cars. So once you are standing like this, you know you're in the right position. Now, if you're holding a long leash like this, yes, if she's well trained with walks and stuff, even with a long leash, she's not going to do much. But if something startles her and she sprints away, there'll be too much space between you. That wouldn't be safe. So it's always better to hold short, somewhere over here, and somewhere where it will be easy for you to correct. So not too long like this where you have to drag your whole hand to send a simple message, but short enough so that you can just do that to send a message without stretching your hand too much. So don't worry, I'm not sending you a signal yet. So when you're in good position like this and you're setting off, you take your step, you just pop, and then she starts to walk. As I said, if she's lagging, just pop the collar like that to get her to catch up. Don't ever drag. So it means that whenever you're walking, the collar needs to be loose like this. Good. So after you pop and you're relaxed, you should feel this looseness. Otherwise, There's something wrong. Yes. Yes. Very good. Let's go a bit further. Good. And then let's come back all the way this way. Yes. Good. So the idea is it should always be loose like this. If she's lagging, just do a simple pop. Don't drag, right? The pop is like the word. So it will be like pop. So it goes from being loose to pop and back to being loose immediately, right? That's the idea. That's how you do that. Yes, very good. Good girl. Very good. This way. Good. Sit. Yes, very good. So the more you do that, the more she gets used to following you and where she should be. So the idea is if she's too far, then you pop inward. Then she comes close. Then if she's too close, if she's crossing you, then you pop outward so that she opens up. Yes. Good. Very good. So you pop in the opposite direction all the time. And if she's too ahead, you pop backward or slightly upward, right? And then she moves a little bit back. And if she's lagging behind, you pop forward. And then she herself comes forward. Yes, very good. That's the idea. Sorry for stressing you. I'm doing a demonstration. Free. Good. So you always make sure she's on your left. You hold the leash short. You try to maintain a very relaxed posture as you walk. You just pop every time you need to correct and go back to being relaxed. And then when you come to a stop, you say sit, yes, and then she sits. So usually you can either say sit or you use the leash, you raise it, hold it, and when she sits, you let go immediately. Okay, likewise, if you need her to go down and you do that, she follows. Those are things she's been conditioned to. So it's very simple. When she just feels a subtle, then she goes down. When she feels a subtle yank upward, then she gets up. If she's standing and she feels a subtle yank, she sits. So it's okay. Come. Yes. In any direction, subtle, she sits. She goes down. She's been conditioned to those things. So apart from sit, yes. Free. Good. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Good, 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 good. Yes, very good. Go all the way, all the way. Yes, very good. Apart from listening to the command, she's also conditioned to the leash. So we'll talk about that more. Free. Yes. So as I just explained earlier, you can use vocal commands and then you can use the leash that she's been conditioned to get her to do the various things the vocal commands can get her to do, right? And there are also actions that go with the commands. So now, the first thing that I'd like you to practice with her is her name recall. So it means every time you call her, you should do it properly. If you do it properly, it will improve very, very fast. But if you do it the wrong way, then you might miss out on a speedy improvement. Okay, eventually she'll definitely get it, but then it may take a longer time if you don't do it properly. So I'm going to grab a bunch of treats and then we're going to use that to practice the name recall. And then after we practice the name recall, we'll move to the gestures that you use with the various commands. Sit. Yes, good. Yes, very good. You did well. Sat for me to go inside the house without budging. That's your best performance so far. Good. Okay. So now I have a bunch of treats here. She's had a taste. She knows I have the good stuff. I know it's going to be easy to keep her to stick around. But the idea is if she is moving in one direction, if she's going that way and I'm behind her and I call her name, she will turn to me, right? But if she's already facing me and then I call her name, then she'll just move to me. So in both ways, I need to mark those responses. So if I'm facing her and I say, Seppi, the moment she starts to, yes, the moment she starts to move to me is the moment I mark. And I mark with a simple word, yes. So if she's looking the other way and then I say her name and she turns, Seppi, yes, then I'm going to mark the moment that she turns her attention towards me. So if she's facing that direction and I say the name, the moment she turns to face me, I'll mark with the same simple word, yes. And then if she's facing me, Seppi, yes. The moment she takes the first step towards me, I'll mark again with the same simple word, yes, right? So with this in mind, anytime you're practicing her recall, what I recommend is take her to the compound. You don't even need a leash for the name recall practice. Make sure that you are in a compound where it's secure. She can't run far. Don't do this when you're outdoors. If you're outdoors, you use a leash. The longer the leash, the better. but in your compound, you can leave her alone. And then always wait for her to be distracted. So when her attention is elsewhere, that's the best time for you to call. Right? If she's already looking at you, you're not really going to get a full effect of a recall. But then, Seppi, yes, very good. The sense of urgency to move towards you, at least you would be able to practice even if you already have her attention. Okay. The good thing about practicing the recall is that most of the time she'll get used to being around you when you're outside. And the sense of being around you when you're outside makes it easy for her to automatically respond whenever you call. So it's a win-win if she's spending more time around you. But then if you can spend longer time practicing this, you realize that at some moments she'll get bored, she'll realize you're ignoring her, and then she'll put her attention and her focus elsewhere. And then when there's a good distance between the two of you, then that's the best time. Seppi, yes, to call her. And mark. Very good. So pretty much practicing the recall is very simple. Come. Good. Yes. Sit. Yes. Good. So once you're done practicing the recall, you can go into the first command, which is sit, right? So now, anytime I call Seppi and I mark yes, when she gets to me, she gets to a treat in my hand. That already is a gesture. So a call usually follows a gesture. So whenever I call, you notice I'll stretch my hand. Seppi, yes. So that is a gesture. This is a gesture. That's the first gesture that goes with the call of the name, or come, right? Now, if I'm going to add the next command, which is sit, then when I call her, this gesture will guide her to where I want to be. So if it's in front of me, she'll be in front of me. Okay. If I call her and it's to my side, she'll go to my side. I can lead her all the way back and then lead her to come and stand beside me, right? With this gesture and with this hand movement. So I can let her sit here, or I can let her sit in front of me. And when I'm doing it, that's when I'll introduce the gesture for sit. So if she's gonna sit in front of me, which we'll start with, I'll guide her in front of me. When she gets here, this elbow becomes a pivot, and then my arm goes like that. Sit, yes, and then I reward. So I'm demonstrating the gesture because it's very important to keep it up, be consistent with it, because she's already used to it. So if you start to do things differently, then you're missing out, because the more she gets used to something she's already used to, then it becomes easy to use that to help you anytime. If there are high levels of distraction and you say the command and she's hesitating, the gesture can easily help. Okay, just as the conditioning can also help with the leash. Free? Yes. So when she gets here, you do what? Sit. Yes. And then the treat comes back. So your arm always goes up to the middle of your chest. And mind you, the gesture for come, I keep my arm in the center of my body to keep her centered. So likewise, when it's already in the center and I'm saying sit, it goes up to the center, yes, and then the reward comes back. And then every time I'm not doing anything with my hands, I rest them up here, because if they are dangling, they become a distraction. So this is like the neutral position. So now to the side, free, yes. I can use that hand to guide her to my side. And then this time above her head, sit, yes. So on the side, the gesture is to raise your hand like you're raising a handbrake, right, above her head, above her head. So this time it doesn't come to the center of your body, it just goes above her head like that, so that she stays sitting over there. If you do it to your center, she might be forced to move and sit in an awkward position. So just up above her head. And then when she sits, you mark yes, and then you come back and reward. So this time the marker is the moment she does it, because this time we ask for a sit. So free, yes. So even when I free, I mark the moment she gets up. And then when I say sit, yes, I mark the moment her bum touches the floor. And then she gets the reward after the marker. Reward always comes after the marker. Free, yes, good. So free, yes. To the side, sit, yes. And the reward comes after the marker. Okay, that's how you practice your sits, and it's good to practice it both ways, because practicing it both ways gives you the opportunity to practice this. This is the lure. So with a treat, I'm able to lure her in various ways. Sometimes I can even lure her in a circle, lure her behind me, make a U-turn to lure her to my side, and then sit. Come this way. This way. Yes. Yes, very good. So now That's going to bring me to our first correction, right? I said sit and then she didn't do it. Did I repeat myself? No. All I did was I guided her back to start all over again. And this time, without saying the command, I used the gesture to get her to do it. That is how you let her know the difference between a correction and a repetition, right? A repetition should occur when she's already done it and maybe you want to repeat. But if she's not done it and then you try to repeat, then she doesn't know that she's being corrected. So she might get used to the mistake being a behavior she can be comfortable with. But then when you do the correction with no command but just the gesture, there's a difference. And then that sends a signal and eventually she understands the difference between corrections and then repetitions. Come. So we're gonna try the side-by-side thing. Sit, yes. So this time she's done it. Free, yes. Sit, yes. She's done it again. So this is a repetition. That's why I keep saying the command again. But if, for example, free, if like I had said a sit and then she was standing, she didn't sit and she was looking at me, then what I'll do is I'll say no, and then I'll take her back. We'll start again from where we were before we got to that position. When we get there, I'll use the gesture, yes, and I'll only mark after she's done it. And that's how a correction will look like. Good. Free, yes. So when you've practiced your sits with her, then you can practice the downs as well. So with a down, the same thing. Remember to practice lowering. So you want to practice in front of you and on the side. It will push you to practice your lower so that you are forced to, okay, you can do a down in front of me. I'm going to lower you to my side to do a down beside me as well. The more you practice it and you get better at it, the easier it is going to be for you to use your hand as a tool to conduct your dog. So when she goes very big and strong, you'll be able to use your hand to guide her wherever you need her to go very, very easily with more practice. So this time we're going to do a down. So she's sitting, yes, down. So with a down, I will point and say down. And if she hesitates, I'll just bend to guide her. And if she still hesitates, I'll use the leash. So whenever it's the first time you practice it, the hesitation is normal. So when she does it, you free her and you do it again. Free, yes, good. Sit, yes, down, yes, very good. So you notice with the second time, the help is just the gesture and not the tug of the leash. So you free, and you do it again. Yes, sit, yes, down, yes, very good. So whenever you want perfection, it means that even though she does it, because you helped a little bit, you want to push her to do it again until she does it without any help. Then you move on to the next thing. Free, yes, very good. Good girl. All right, sit, yes, down, yes. So this time I use a different approach of patience, trying to wait until she does it without help. And then I waited long and then I decided to help slightly. So now to encourage her to do it the next time without the help, I'm not going to reward this time. I'm going to free her. Free, yes, sit, yes, down, yes. So you see this time she works for it. She realizes, no, if I don't do it, if I wait for help, I'm not going to get rewarded. So this time I have to put in extra effort. Free, yes. So we do it again to make sure that it sticks. Sit, yes, down, yes, very good. So we got a result with a delay, so we keep going, right? So we'll go until we get a result with no delay, quick, and then free. We move on to the next thing. Yes, very good. So before we do that, whenever you notice that she's getting stressed because she's thinking a lot, she's calculating, and then her brain is, getting used to all of these things, you encourage with just cuddles, treats for no reason. This is kind of like giving her a break. Free, come this way. Yes, good. Very good. Very good. Because for the sake of demonstration, I'm doing a lot of explanation and it's stretching, but naturally sessions should be very short. So they should be about 10 minutes. Come. Yes. Sit. Yes. Good. Down. Yes, yes, very good, very good. So you can see someone is working now. Her brain is working. Yes, free. Yes, good, very good, very good. So you see, when she starts to get it, then you start to encourage. Yes, very good, very good. So I'm rewarding her just for following me. Yes, good, come, good girl, very good. Yes, good, come. So it's like a game just to get her excited again. Yes, very good. Come here, good. Sit. Yes, down. And look how fast she responds. Yes, very good. Okay. So those breaks are very important to keep her in a good mood, to keep her happy and excited. Free. Yes, very good. So when you've practiced her down in front of you and she gets it quickly, sit. Yes, good girl. Down. Yes, very good. You always practice like twice in a row to make sure she really gets it. Then free. You go to the side by side. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Same thing the first time. Give a little help. Yes, very good. And then after she gets help, this you try again. Free. Good. Sit. Yes, good. Down. Yes, very good. So she's applying her common sense from the face to face. No, I didn't ask you to get back up. Go back. So with the correction, as I said, you don't talk, use the gesture. Yes, very good. And that's a correction. So this time when I stand up, you'll realize she'll stay down because she knows it's a correction. So when I'm ready to let her get up, free. Yes, then I can free her. That's how it's supposed to be. So if you ask her to do it down and she gets up, don't let it slide. If you let it slide, she'll get used to doing that and she'll naturally get used to breaking or disobeying, right? So be firm. Good, very good. So we'll practice the down again. So start again. Let her get up. Let me walk her back a little bit. And then we'll walk back to the same spot. Good. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes, very good. And we get a quick results with her applying her common sense from earlier experience. Very good. Free. Yes, good girl. Come. Yes, very good. So that is how you should always practice your sessions, right? So after you've practiced the sits and the downs, then you want to do the stay. We already did a bit of the stay when I started because when I put her in a sit, I left there, came to the camera to adjust, and you notice she stayed. When I had to go and grab a treat, I left there, went inside, you notice she stayed. So she's doing pretty well with a stay. But then with a stay, there's a principle of correction I would like to explain. So let's do one stay in a sit. Yes. So every time you ask her to sit, you just mark yes, and then you just leave her alone. You don't need to add a word. You don't need to add a command and say stay. When you mark yes, it should be enough. So if you turn around and face her and you see that she's still there, you mark again yes, to let her know that you're acknowledging that this is the behavior you want. And when you get to her, you say yes before giving her her reward. Yes. Then she gets the treat. So after you reward her the first time, always make sure you free her. Free. Yes, good, very good. Someone is getting tired. Up, 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 up. Good. So we're going to repeat, same thing. I'm going to let her do a sit. This time on my left side. Come back. Let's go back a little. Come this way. Very good. And this way. Yes. Good. Don't lie down. Come. Sit. Yes. Good. I don't want her to lie down. Good. So same thing. I leave her casually. Whenever you're practicing stay, walk casually. Right? So yes, I turn, she's still there, I'll mark and come back and reward. Yes. Good. So if I'm going to leave her again, I'll encourage the behavior with the word good. Simply, I'll just say good. And as I said, walk away casually. Just walk. Understanding that if she gets up, you know what to do to correct, which I'll explain very soon. Because if you don't do that and then you leave her and then you start sneaking, like you don't want her to get up, so you're walking, okay, so, and she's sitting and you're taking your time, then it means that she'll only stay whenever you're walking like this. But the day that you leave her and then you walk casually, she'll get up. So you want to practice by walking casually. And then if she gets up, you just quickly apply the principle of correction. So I'm going to do something to intentionally let her get up and then take that opportunity to demonstrate the principle of correction. So I'll deliberately, let's say, drop down like that, see if she gets up. Sit on the ground, see if she gets up. Someone has really learned her homework. Or I'll pretend like there's a treat in my hand and I'm luring her away, see if she gets up. She's still there. I have to reward her for that. Yes, very good. So this time let me use the treat. Let me deliberately try and lure her. No, because I didn't ask her to get up. So that's what I meant. So when she gets up, no, immediately she gets up. Then even if she sits again, as long as she's moved away, you take her, and whilst you're moving, do that. Pop the collar intentionally, pop it. Then when you get to that spot, use pressure, don't say the command. And when she sits, say yes. That's how you correct. Okay? And then when you say yes, no reward, you leave her again. And then you go back to the same thing. So you do the same thing you did. And then this time, if she doesn't, then yes, you come and reward. So it's going to be something different every time. Every time it will change. Today, that's what I managed to do. I used a lure. That's what broke her free. Tomorrow, it might be the fact that you went to pick a football or kick something. If you do that thing and she breaks free, you correct that way. You come and then you intentionally repeat the same thing until she doesn't break free. Then you come and then you reward. Yes, very good. So I'll try another thing to see if she'll break free. This time I'm going to walk around her in a circle. No, she hasn't broken free. Very good. Okay, I'm going to walk behind the house where she can't see me. See if she'll break free. No, she hasn't broken free. Very good. So someone deserves chicken when she comes home. Yes, very good. So it means, you know, she's really grasped the concept to a high level, which is good. So it's going to make practice for you easy. But I'll encourage you to spice it up. Try different things, because from this level going onward, it is about you applying that principle of correction. So look for opportunities to apply it. Okay, I'm going to go inside the house and see if she'll stay. Yes, good girl. Very good. So I went in, I shut the door, she still stayed, right? She's excellent, Charlie. I think we should even close right here. Good. So now I'll free her. Free. Yes. Yes, very good. She stayed so long, she's not even sure if she's allowed to be free anymore. So with a free, you can see that I didn't repeat that either. Instead of repeating, I help with a leash, right? So you always want to practice with a leash on. That's going to be your aid in so many things. As I said, even with a down, you can use it to help. If it's a sit, you can use it to help, you know. So free. We're going to practice her stay in the down position now. So first of all, we'll do it this way. Yes, come forward. Good, sit. Yes, down. Good. Yes, same thing. I say yes, and then I just leave her. Turn around, walk away casually. So right now I'm behind all the way. I'm going to come back and see if she's still there. Yes, she's still there like a good girl. Yes, very good. Very good. And then I'm going to free her. Free. Yes, very good. So now we're going to practice the other way. I'm going to bring her to face you. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Say yes. Leave her alone. And then walk the other way. So this time I'll go all the way to the gate and try and open it and see if that's enough to break her. And then I'll come and correct. This one should get there. This girl, she's doing the thing too well for my liking. No! Perfect. So finally. So you notice I say no. Immediately she gets up, right? Then I just take my time. Don't need to rush or anything. Take the collar and then take her back. As I said, every step of the way, pop the collar. Good. Always pop it like that when you're moving to let her know it's a correction. Use pressure. So this time, watch. I'm using pressure to put her in the down. I'm not saying the command. Yes. Then I mark and repeat the same thing. So I'm opening the gate again, stepping outside of the house just like I did last time. Shutting the gate behind me. And she's still there. So she has passed the test. So I can come back inside. So I'm going to walk straight to her. Yes. Encouraging all the way. Good. Yes. And then she gets a treat. Very good. Good girl. Free. Yes. Very good. And then finally, free her. And that's it. So this aspect with her stay and her impulse control, please Try and then practice it, spice it up, mix it up, try and then do things that will get her to break free so that you can correct. The more you are the one to correct her, the more you build a relationship of leadership. You build a bond of security, you build a bond of understanding. And then the thing that I did at a kennel when I was freeing her, if you practice it like that every single time you let her out and take her inside, then that's also going to improve that bond. And then the thing we discussed with the walks, if you practice the walks twice a week, like I said, then that's also going to improve that relationship we spoke about and get actual obedience. Sit. Yes. Good. Down. Yes. Good. So that's it.